I had an opportunity to work with the New Zealand government. So I worked with about 70 companies there. Since 2007, I've worked with over 140 startup and emerging companies, getting them off on the right foot, advising them in terms of what they need to do to be successful.
Greetings and welcome to the Success Formula Show. I am Hamad Yusuf, host of Success Formula Show. Today we have very amazing personality with us. He's global business connector. He's having more than 35 years of experience in international business strategy. He's founder and CEO, and he's doing so many things at the same time you cannot imagine. Give me a warm welcome to our today's guest, Mr. James Hayden. Welcome, James.
Mohammed, good to be here and great to meet you finally.
Thank you so much for showing up. Let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who were you surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
I'm from Seattle, where Microsoft and Amazon and Boeing and Starbucks are headquartered. To give you an idea, I was born here. I had a father who was an engineer, learned radar during the Second World War. So when I was 3 years old, we moved to Alaska. He ran a radar installation in Alaska. Then we moved to the central coast of California, and he was involved in the space program there at Vandenberg Space Force Base, where they're still launching satellites into space. So I grew up around the space program. So my career has been about building, about really serving other people. I believe in karma, whatever you want to call it, that the good we do comes back to us. I had a very strong mentor with my mother. She was a great business person. My father was an engineer, so I had that right brain and left brain, and they believed in me. In my career, I've done a number of different opportunities. I had an opportunity to work with the New Zealand government. They're companies that are expanding globally. They wanted a consultant that would get them on the right footing. So I worked with about 70 companies there. Since 2007, I've worked with over 140 startup and emerging companies, getting them off on the right foot, advising them in terms of what they need to do to be successful. And way over 90% have gone on to be successful.
What are your offers and services for your clients?
I usually come in and take a look at where the company is today, where they want to be, essentially a gap analysis between where they are and where they need to be, put together a series of initiatives and prioritize those that will take them from their current position to the future state or future position. And it's always around revenue generation that I work. So it could be a company's launching a new product and they want to know how to build a marketplace. I will actually go out and work with them to bring in the first clients and then put together a process or a structure how their sales team can utilize that and how they can scale that. In some cases, a company has an existing product and it's just not getting off the ground or the launching pad successfully. The person with a lot of experience that comes in with all the answers is not who I am. I have a process. I wrote a book about it. I've just updated the book. And that just keeps me fresh and current.
You are also expert in marketing. Tell me a little bit more about it.
Organizations need to have in terms of finding new customers. And what it's really about is getting the right message to the right people at the right time. And so marketing and sales need to work together. I've put together about 132-point checklist on the handoffs and the way marketing and sales organizations need to work together specifically. That is imperative these days with the AI that's in place right now, with some of the amazing marketing and sales intelligence systems that are available. We can find out if somebody's truly interested, if their intention is to purchase our solution or our product, and then deliver a message that's absolutely tailored to those people. We can tell which part of the website they're looking at, what part of the sentence they're looking at, even if they don't leave much information. So the tools we have today are mind blowing in terms of what can be done to really build a business. And people ask me all the time about sales organizations. Will AI replace salespeople? And and I have to fall back to what Gartner said about that. Their quote is, "AI won't replace salespeople. What we will see is the people that will be successful are AI enabled salespeople. That will be the future.
Wow, amazing. And James, what are your future plans to grow your business?
I see the true two growth areas are AI and cybersecurity. Those are the two biggest growth areas. So that will be my focus in terms of future clients that I work with. There's a lot of investment that's going on in both of those areas, and they seem to be growing at about the same pace. The more adoption there is of AI, the greater the need for cybersecurity, obviously. So that's my future focus.
You have a lot of experience. According to your own experience, what are the top three success secrets which others can get as a cheat sheet and implement right now in their business?
Be persistent, and part of that is not giving up and being focused on your goal. The second part is stay healthy, and that involves mental and physical health. My belief is it's important to stay physically healthy. Your mind will be sharper. 30, 45 minutes out of the day, meditate, do yoga, go lift weights, do something where you get out and move, get out and go for a good walk. And mental health, unplugging and having that time to reflect and think about your business. Like what I do at night is if I have a problem, is I'll acknowledge that problem, and I tell my mind when I go to sleep that to work on that problem. And oftentimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night with my notepad next to me and have that solution, or the next morning I'll wake up with a really different perspective on it. So, it's your work ethic, not giving up, and staying healthy.
And James, what challenges are you facing right now in your business?
The challenges in the business right now are getting teams motivated, getting everybody going in the same direction in the organization. I have to look at a different way of getting people motivated and going in the direction they need to be successful. I've got a carrot to put out there, but I don't have a stick, if you will.
Yes, a stick is needed, and it is also harmful, and carrot must be there. Yes.
Must be there. Absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. James, people who are watching this podcast right now, how can they support you?
Take a look at the website if you're looking at increasing revenue in your organization. You have a new product, your current products aren't producing what you want them to, you're going into new marketplaces. Let's have a conversation.
Wow. And what would you say as final words?
There are hardships we face in life, and there are challenges. And my experience in my career has been too many people give up early, too early. And what I would suggest is if I look at every opportunity where I've grown the most and gone to a new level in terms of accomplishment, it was faced with so much adversity. And it was either, my wife or family or somebody encouraging me to keep going, or just that internal drive I had. Did a lot of mountain climbing 15 years ago or so. And one of the things I learned from that is having that persistence to get to the top of the mountain and not give up. Your body's telling you to quit, your mind's telling you to quit, your spirit's telling you to quit, and just keep going. The biggest gifts we have are always products of adversity and challenge. It's not, the easy stuff where you can sit down and watch, the latest Netflix show or whatever. It's taking that challenge and really, really embracing it, and then being thankful that you've got that challenge, got that opportunity, because so many people in the world never have an opportunity to take on a task and go for it like you do. So embrace it.
Okay, thank you, James, for sharing your wisdom with us on the behalf of Integrated Success Formula and my entire team. Stay blessed. Have a good day.
Thank you.